Welcome back, everyone, to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy V, the 4-job Fiesta for TnyToe's Rat Rescue. And it's time for TnyToe and Lenna to head up the Tower of Strength, the right side of the Fork Tower. So, now this one, we basically gotta rely on our physical attacks, but it doesn't have as many problems like as the magic one. If you use magic on this tower, it's not gonna you're not gonna be hit with a massive counterattack, kind of like how over in the magic tower, if you used a physical attack, they would hit you with a massive magic attack that could either wipe you out or remove you from the battle. So the penalty ain't as bad for breaking the code of conduct, I guess you can say, on this side of the tower. But when we do fight the boss on this side, we won't be able to use any magic, so that could be a problem with the bone mail. We won't be able to heal Lenna, but you know, we'll make it work. She has really good defense with that, the Genji equipment, and I also have the Elf Cape equipped, so she can dodge attacks, you know, basically 1/3 of the attack, so we took care of that Iron Muscle guy, but we ran away from the Dual Knight because the Chicken Knight procced. But now, like the Magic Tower, we have just 3 types of enemies here, 3 new types of enemies. There's a few weaker type enemies that we've already encountered, you know, from previous dungeons, but I don't have to show them off, and luckily I ran into all the 3 main new enemies right away, so basically you don't have to do any running around and hunting for enemies in this tower, so, or this side of the tower, so that's always good. I like it when things go real smooth and quick and I don't have to do a lot of cutting out of things, so cutting battles out of the videos. So we want to heal ourselves up because in this side we fight the boss right away. They give you a good knight sword there, the defender, because if you had a knight in your party and you say you unlocked the Excalibur. Excalibur is a holy elemental sword, and the boss of the right side here, he will absorb holy, so you'll be just healing him if you hit him with the Excalibur sword, which you know, you can theoretically have at this point. So they give you that pretty strong defender sword to make up for it, so you have a non-elemental sword to smack this boss. And who's the boss? It's the Minotaur! We kind of got a little bit of a preview of this guy, remember? Back in the Moor Pyramid, we had Sekhmet, who was a palette swap of this guy, and he said, you know, you may have bested me, but my brother in the tower, and then he, you know, he passed away, and he, but yeah, this is the, his brother that he was talking about, the Minotaur. So, luckily Lenna's doing a ton of damage with her chicken knife there, so as you can see, even though we have magic points, we can't cast any spells. They lock you out of casting spells. That, of course, is going to, whatchamacallit, hurt the Minotaur, in a sense, because when we finish him off, he's going to try to counter with Holy, the ultimate white magic spell, but he won't be able to cast it, because I guess there's kind of like a magic seal here, so. Now, both bosses on both sides, they have like a counter when they get finished, but, you know, this gun, he can't cast it, so we don't have to worry about that counter. Now, on the other hand, the boss on the other side, he will have a counter that we will have to worry about, but there's a way around that, so, and I will show that as soon as we go over there, so. Now, you see it's flashing red, so, yeah, if we don't take it quick, the tower's gonna blow, so if you don't grab that right away, or you wait like a minute or two, what will end up happening is, what'll end up happening is, the tower will blow up and you'll get a game over, so. Alright, so here's the boss of this side, Omniscient. So, the Minotaur on the other side, he just basically fights. And, he has a chance to, when you hit him, he has a chance to do a critical hit. He has a 1/3 chance to counter any, attack you do with him on a critical attack. Now, this guy, if you attack him with a physical attack, he will cast the Reset spell, which will basically bring you back to the beginning of the battle. So, yeah, you don't want to physically attack him. You can only hit him with magic. Yeah, he pretty much counters everything with that reset if it's not magic. You can steal, though, off him, though. So, if you're looking for another Cornago gourd, say you really like Beastmasters, this is where you can get a second Cornago gourd. Of course, it's a rare steal, so if you really want to get that, what you need to do is kind of try to steal it. If you don't get it, say you steal the potion, what you'll need to do then is just hit him with the physical attack. He'll cast reset, and the battle will restart over again. And you'll get to try to see if you can, steal, get the rare steal. So. Now this guy, in his first turn, he'll cast Cure, Fire, or Slow. Second turn, he'll Scan You, Ice, or Regeneration. Third turn, Mute, Venom, Haste. Fourth turn, he can cast Size, Float, or do nothing. Fifth turn, Cure 2, Toad, Demi. Sixth turn, Charm, Fire 2, Stop. Seventh turn, Bolt 2, Ice 2, or Quarter. And then his 8th turn, Wall, Drain, or Bio, and then he just starts that thing. Now, however though, if once you get him down to below 4,000 hit points, he'll start casting the level 3 elemental spells. His AI will just shoot about trying to cast level 3 spells, so Bolt 3, Fire 3, Ice 3. So you can equip, like, say, Flame Rings, and that'll, like, at least give you some healing if he hits you with the fire, but... what we're trying to do here is we're not really worried about too much damaging him right now. We're basically trying to steal his MP, because when this guy, when we finish him off, he'll react with the Flare spell, the ultimate black magic, but if he doesn't have enough magic points to cast it, well, then it's just going to say doesn't have the MP. So, that's pretty neat, like he scanned us and it said that we were shrunk. See, a magic hammer halves a character's MP. So this guy has 30,000 MP, so it's going to take a lot of magic hammers, and not really have the greatest accuracy, but at the same time, every time he's casting a spell, he's using some of those MP, so... Yeah, so now he's down to, like, a little under 5,000 MP, so next one will take off, you know, about 20, you know, in the 2,000 range. So yeah, but then once you drain him of all his MP, he'll just basically like a, you know, a sitting duck, because he'll try to cast spells, but it'll just say, hey, you don't have the MP for it, so... And then after that, you don't have to worry about that counter. Now, to help make things a little bit easier, as you can see, I did cast Big Guard, and Big Guard cast Shell, and Shell basically halves the damage that you take from magic attacks. So that's why his spells ain't doing too much to us. Now, you could technically survive Flare with the Shell up. You know, but maybe do like 1,100, 1,200 damage. So with full hit points, you know, you have to really time it right. That you know, you'd finish him off when you know, and had full hit points when you finish him off. So we're just gonna do the safe route and just, you know, hammer away at him with the magic hammer. So yeah, he's down to triple-digit MP from starting off with 5 digits. So a few more magic hammers and he's down to 288 there. So yeah, the number that appears there is basically how much he has left, because like I said, it halves his MP. So, and every time he's casting those spells, even if they don't go through, he's still wasting the magic points. So yeah, he had like 288 there, so he might be down to like, you know, maybe like 250 now. So we'll see. Let's see if we can get another magic hammer in, you know, and see how much that takes off. So, well, he's still above 4,000 hit points, because he hasn't gone into those level 3 spells yet, but he's so close that, you know, I'm gonna start doing a little bit of damage. So, once again, we have that, he is weak to wind, so that's why I have that air knife equipped. So that boosts the potency of Faris's Arrow 3 spell. So, now if we get another magic hammer, what do we got? So he has 106 magic points left. You know, and I don't know how much level 2 spells cost, but yeah, he's slowly draining. So even if we bring him under the 4,000 here and he starts using level 3 spells, he doesn't have too many, you know, magic points left. After a few castings, he won't be able to have enough. So, and even if he isn't at 0 MP, as long as he doesn't have enough MP to cast the level 3 spell, he won't have enough to cast the Flare spell. So, oh, there he's starting to level 3. So probably about 2 more arrows will finish him off. So, better just keep ourselves healed up here. And we'll just let him run out his own magic. Yep, there he is. Not enough MP, so yeah, we don't have to worry about the flare counter anymore. So now we can just pound away with arrow spells. And probably another one from Faris, and should finish him off. If not, another one from Krile will take care of him. But, yep, see? Try to counter with flare, not enough MP, and we finish him off. And with that, we have acquired the ultimate black magic spell, Flare. And we will not be able to use either of those spells because we don't have a black mage or a white mage in our party, so, yep. But we do get the benefit of this tower will now disappear, like Krile just said there, the tower's disappearing. And that'll open up the catapult there, so we can head in there, and remember what Mid said over in Crescent, the village there, Grandpa, Sid, is stuck under there, so let's go see if, see what Sid's doing down here. We're gonna have to rescue Sid, but luckily we don't have to do a fight to rescue Sid. Nope. Now, we have to do this. This is optional, but if you want to get the remaining 2 tablets, you need to do this because what Sid is going to end up doing is he's going to modify our airship. He's going to make it like the ultimate airship. It'll be able to fly, float, and then he'll also turn it into a submarine. And that'll allow us to go underwater, and you need to be able to go underwater to get to the locations of the 3rd and the 4th tablets, So, yep, he says right here, we found a couple more techniques. We can upgrade the airship into a submarine. He's like, of course, nothing is impossible for me. Way to go. So, I guess Mid saw the tower disappear, and he was like, hey, I better jump over there, too. I don't know how he got over there. Maybe he swam across that little piece of water there. So, and they run around, and they fix things up, and let's see what happens here. There's Krile and Mid. So, and they kind of bond. Shouldn't take much longer. Wow, you two really work hard. They're both, roughly the same age, like 14, I think is their official age. And they both, basically don't have parents. They just live with their grandparents. Blonde-haired teenagers living with their grandparents. So, guess they, they bond over that. So, it's nice. And that should do it. Alright, so now we have access to everywhere. Once we're in the water, just, like you said, press A and down, and the airship, the ship will turn upside down and turn into a submarine. I don't know how that works. It'd be pretty crazy, but still, Sid's, I guess, a genius. TnyToe, I can't fight for beans. In fact, all I'm good for is doing machinery. Even so, I've tried to do everything I can to help you out, but the rest is in our hands. Well, he has given us the opportunity to get the final 2 tablets, and we can now search for the tablet underneath the waves. Woohoo! And also get the History Tower tablet. Mid, take good care of your grandpa. Even though we saw History Falls, we were able to get to the top of History Falls, but the dungeon is behind the falls, so we have to enter them from the base, from their foot. In order to get there, we have to enter through an underwater cave. We kind of saw the exit to that cave when we got the magic lamp, but alright, so now we can take off, but we're not going to go underwater. Remember we were told that something was going on in the forest? So if we head over to this forest here, it looks like we get into a random encounter, but no, we get to the Phantom Village. We're time travelers living between dimensions. And this is where you can get like some of the best equipment in the game. You can buy elixirs. There's 2 shops of each type. So 2 item shops, 2 weapon shops, 2 magic shops, 2 armor shops. And there is also a black chocobo, and that black chocobo will allow us to get to the North Mountain where Bahamut was. That North Mountain is surrounded by desert, but there's a few pieces of forest by the desert, because remember, by the Moogle village. This is a town that floats within the rift. That's why it's called the Phantom Town. So that's how we're going to get to the North Mountain, so we'll take 2 trips into here. We're going to push that guy down. The Warlock Inu was immortal, but he traded his mortality to train the power of the void. So yeah, I want to push that guy all the way down because on the second to the last barrel there, we have the thief knife. And basically that, it's kind of like the dancing dagger, and it can sometimes, I think there's a 25% chance when you use it, it'll steal an item. I'll give you something good, but not for nothing. First you gotta ride around the world on a yellow chocobo. How's that? Well, we have a yellow chocobo, Boko, so we'll be able to do that little side quest. We get a piece of armor when we do that, but this guy says he's fairly certain there's a piano in here, and that'll be the 8th piano. Once we play that, we'll be able to head back to Crescent and talk with that bard and get the last bard song. You have a free healing pot there. Ooh. Wanted to talk with that guy. Let's head on up. Hey, buddy, what are you gonna say? This town has 2 merchants in every store. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. There's 2 weapon shops, 2 armor shops. What's in here? Oh, we can't go into here. We'll get through this door a little bit later in the game, but let's head up this way first. And we get the second weapon shop. Bunch of throwing weapons and boomerangs and stuff, but not worried about them, so. And then we have the first weapon shop we can get through another way, but we already have the legendary weapons of the weapons type that they have there, so we don't need any of those weapons there, so. And if we head through this secret passageway, over twice, we get to the 8th piano, the hidden piano. Woohoo! And once we master this piano, we will be a piano master. So, woohoo! We've mastered the piano. All others quake in fear of your superhuman keyboard manipulation skills. Now we want to head up this path, and we get the black chocobo. Just talk with him. And luckily, it is not a female, because remember, you can't ride the female chocobos. Only the male chocobos. So, we'll just park him in the forest. And then we're going to head back we'll finish off this episode by just exploring the rest of the Phantom Town here, so. Drink. We'll head into the pub. Since we're talking to you with this, does that mean we're back in the real world? Yep. Shot between dimensions, time has stopped in this town. Appearing and disappearing like a desert mirage, a town where 1,000 years passed. There's hidden stairwells and monsters in the Phoenix Tower. Try checking the walls. Time has returned to our town. That can only mean the void is returning as well. I forgot. I went too fast with that other guy said, but you can pause the video and rewind it. What's this guy say? A strange bird wandered through the town a while ago. Yep, the black chocobo. We got him. Now to get to the second magic shop, we have to go kind of behind here. And it sells all these spells that we can't get anywhere else. I won't be able to use any of these spells, but I think I'm just going to buy every spell, just to kind of fill up the spells, you know. So you kind of can tell that that guy's back there, because when we head into the regular magic shop here, if you go through that hidden passageway, you can kind of see, yeah, there's a guy hidden there. How do we get there? Well, he's kind of in the back, so. And here you can get, like, spells that you could miss in other places. Oh, my dog's on my lap and he's sneezing, so. Remember, Wolf's got sucked up by the void, so you can't get those first 3 summon spells, so that's why they're there. The other ones are all, like, kind of special spells that you got from different things. 1,000 years ago, I watched the world split in 2. Afterward, the village was sucked in. Have you heard the Phoenix Tower? I heard that a dead dragon went there and was reborn as a phoenix. We saw the Phoenix Tower earlier. We went to the, southeast of there to find those, that one, like, not the stingray enemy, but the one that looks like a stingray, the Corvette, sea monster. So, we got some decent equipment here, but most of the equipment is, like, heavy armor, and we got the Genji gear so. But we do have an upgrade to the helmet, so let's get the Black Cow, and increases our defense and our agility, so we'll move a little faster in battle. So that'll be a good upgrade for our thief and our archer. So, and then we can see about the, where the second shop is. How do we get to it? We push a hidden button in that thing. This guy tells us about Rings, that old guy. And we got a lot of good accessories here, so. Not so much the tier, we'd rather have that gold pin. But the Hermes shoes is a really good accessory. You use that, guaranteed auto haste. So we want to get 4 of them. We'll get 4 of the flame, 2 more flames, so we have 4 of them in total. We want to eventually get 4 coral rings as well. So we'll sell some equipment. Then we'll be able to afford, I think, 2 more coral rings when we, when we sell everything, because we have a bunch of equipment we don't need here that we picked up in the past, few dungeons. ribbon. We can't, good headgear, but we can't use it, so might as well just get rid of it. We'll keep some of the coach stuff, so the main thing we want to do is, the elemental bows. We don't really need them much anymore, so if we need elemental, we'll just use the rods, so yeah, a lot of stuff we can just get rid of here, so yeah, we got some good equipment, but, you know, we have the legendary weapons, and so not really gonna need too many. Guard rings are good, but they cast like regen on your characters, but we'd just rather be hasted and maybe finish the battles quicker and just heal outside of battle, so I won't need that boomerang, so yeah, because we got the assassin's dagger, so yeah. Alright, we got enough to buy 2 more core rings, so we have 3. So we need 30,000 more gil. We can probably do like a dungeon or 2 and then come back here. We only need the core rings for the boss of the water elemental dungeon. We're going into the flame dungeon next, so. The evil warlock Inu tried to use the power of the void to make the world his, but it engulfed him. Uh-oh. Here's the weapon shop. We talked to this guy from the other side, but yeah, this is a regular weapon shop, so like I said, we don't need any of that stuff, so yoink, let's run out of here. And that pretty much covers the Phantom Town. So we will be back here after we ride the chocobo around the world, the yellow chocobo Boko. But we'll do that in our next episode. So take care, have a good one, and hope to see you there. Take care, everyone. Thanks for following along. Bye!